Hi there, and a warm welcome to this edition of Top End Track Talk. I'm Andrew O'Toole, and today we'll be having a look at the first meeting back at headquarters since Great Northern Darwin Cup Day, which will be Jockey's Celebration Race Day this Saturday, the 28th of August. Today we celebrate the achievements of former and current jockeys and commemorate those who have lost their lives in the course of their profession. Today's meeting also raises awareness and funds for the all-important National Jockeys Trust, a most worthwhile organisation. We also remember fondly Mellanie Tyndall, one of our own NT jockeys, who tragically lost her life in a racefall on this day 2 years ago. Some 47 acceptors have been received for the 5 races on Saturday, with the first to get underway just after 2 o'clock at 2:03 p.m, while the last is timed to go at 4:39 p.m. The opener is the Ladbrokes Trobus Handicap. It's a 0 to 58 event over the 1,300 metre trip. And in the first, my numbers are 3, 2 and 4. Going here with the form from the recent Catherine race meeting held a fortnight ago, and my numbers, as I mentioned, 3, 2 and 4. Number 3 on top, Against the Tide, trained by Emma Steele, and Adam Nichols takes the mount. This horse had its second start in the top end at Catherine, finished third behind La Trioli in the benchmark 54 over the 1,200 metres on that occasion. Thought it was a pretty good run. Chased hard behind La Trioli. La Trioli proved too good on the day, but Against the Tide I thought would be improved further by the run, as I mentioned, only at second in the top end. And I've got it on top to beat number 2, Max Away. Tessa Townsend, good to see Tessa visiting from Queensland, takes them out here for Phil Cole. This horse also finished third at Catherine behind our Sustar, who runs later in the program. And I thought that run will have improved Max Away. That was its first run in the top end. And in for third, number 4, The Auditor, always to be considered in a race of this nature. The Gary Clark trained runner to be ridden by Jared Todd's won 6 of his 47 starts, and this is a race that he can be competitive in. In the first, 3, 2 and 4. The second, the Jockey's Celebration Day Handicap. This one over the 1,200 metres for the benchmark 54 gallopers. Numbers here are 7, 5 and 6. I thought he did a good job winning at Catherine, number 7, Our Sustar, trained by Chris Nash. It was incidentally Chris's first win outside May Amin in the top end. Of course, Chris had a great carnival winning the sprint with May Amin and running second in the Cup with Dan and Roman. And Our Sustar gave him his first win outside of May Amin in the top end. Simon Miller rode on that occasion. Simon's gone back to COVID-ravaged ACT, and Adam Nichols takes the mount here. I thought could go on with the job, this horse. It's only had the 2 starts in the top end for a 4th, and then that win at Catherine. So I have it on top, number 7. To beat number 5, Wild Rover, from the stable of Gary LaFaux. Paul Shires in the saddle. Came with a big rap at its first start here in the top end. That was on Cup Day, and disappointed, ran at the tail of the field. Had a minor issue leading into that, so I'm prepared to give it another chance. Wild Rover had trialled pretty well in advance of that first up run. And in for third, number 6, Zuda Z, the upset winner on Cup Day. Vanessa Arnott and Tayan Holter, the combo on that occasion, and they are again, of course. And Zuda Z did a really good job winning at some $41 on Cup Day. Got it in the mix and got it into run third. In the second, my numbers are 7, 5 and 6. The third's the Silks Darwin Handicap, this one over the 1,100 metres for the 0 to 64 gallopers. And numbers here are 1, 4 and 2. Going here up the top, number 1, Torchbearer, to be ridden by Jason Lyon. Carries to 60.5 kilograms, but his last run I thought was very good. That was a first up effort on Cup Day behind Silver Melody in 0 to 66 grade, so dropped slightly in grade to this 0 to 64. He's a pretty consistent galloper. He's won twice at this trip, has Torchbearer, and I thought with that first up run under the belt he could be very hard to beat. One on top. To beat number 4, Patriot Day, Gary Clark and Jared Todd, the combination. Always to be considered in a race of this nature. Consistent type, last started on Cup Day behind Silver Melody, finished 5th on that occasion. And in for third, number 2, Defence Attorney, another consistent galloper trained by Tayan Holter. Vanessa Arnott in the saddle. Last raced on day 6 of the carnival, finished second on that occasion behind Another Bit. So in the third, 1, 4 and 2 are my numbers. The fourth's the Mellanie Tyndall Memorial, and we'll all feel Mellanie's loss as we watch this race. I know the riders really want to win this one for Mel, and it's 2 years to the day since she lost her life here in that tragic fall back in 2019. In the Mellanie Tyndall Memorial, my numbers here are 1, 2 and 3. Good field, even though only the 7 runners, and we've got some of the best sprinters in the top end going around here, including number 1, Belmont Day. Last start, impressive winner of the Montgomery Lightning on Cup Day. Absolutely gave them a galloping lesson in the hands of Jared Todd, and of course trained by Gary Clark. That was 1,000 metres. This is 1,000 metres. Has had 4 starts at the trip for 3 wins. He's very, very quick. Drawn 3, he'll go forward, as a few of them will be trying to do, but he should be too good for them, number 1. Ahead of number 2, Sebricate. This was the horse that chased him home in the Lightning. David Bates trains, Adam Nichols takes the mount. Did his best in the chase behind Belmont Day, and I think that'll be the best he can do again, is to chase him home. And in for third, number 3, So Stoic. Last start winner here on day 5 of the carnival for Chris Pollard, and Stan Sakos takes them out this time. Young Dylan Stanley rode last time out. He's a specialist at this trip of 1,000 metres, and he's sure to run well. In the 4th, the numbers down the book 1, 2 and 3. And the last is the Darwin Racing Handicap. It's the Class 2 over 1,000 as well. Time to go at 4:39. Arguably the best race of the day. Really good field, this Class 2 here, and some very smart young horses going round. In the event, my numbers are 3, 2 and 1. Going here with No Nay Emeralds for Jason Manning and Vanessa Rana. It's only had the 1 start in Darwin, and that was on day 7 of the carnival behind Mr. Monaro, who's a rival again. Thought it was full of merit its run. First start on the course, as I mentioned, tried really hard, and back in trip from the 1100 to the 1000. I don't think it'll worry it, and in what's a really competitive lineup, I've got it on top. To beat number 2, Mr. Monaro, he's got to be very hard to beat. He was good winning here on day 7 of the carnival, and beat No Nay Emerald on that occasion by 1.3 lengths. Wayne Kerford again travels from Alice Springs to take the mount on Mr. Monaro for Mark 9. Very good trainer Mark, as we know. Got him in to run second, Mr. Monaro. And in for third, A Little Town Blues. Tessa Townsend takes 3 kilograms off the 63.5, so that brings him in on a competitive weight. He's been slow to jump at his last 2 starts when ridden by Siren Falk and Jason Maskeel. Let's see if Tessa can get him out of the gates, because if he jumps on terms with him, he certainly will take a power of beating. His first start in Darwin was an impressive win when ridden by WD. Wayne Davis, and now it's young Tessa's turn to see if she can work the oracle with number 1, Little Town Blues. Numbers in the last 3, 2 and 1. Rather on a tough day, and it really is a tough day, the best bet comes up in race 2, number 7, Our Sustar. Race 2, number 7, Our Sustar. Just thought he could go on with the job, this horse. And the best roughie is in the first, number 7, Blue Jean Baby. Race 1, number 7, Blue Jean Baby. Well, that wraps up this edition of Top End Track Talk, but we'll be back again next week in advance of our next meeting here in the Top End, which is next Saturday, and that will be the 4th of September. And until then, good luck and good punting.